My first 6 months, I was trying to get involved in every illicit activity there was.
Okay.
I had doomed myself to never parole. And I'm part of the generation that we weren't paroling. I saw the first lady parole in this prison in 2001, and almost the whole prison was either at the work change, following through the gates, walking through the yard trying to see her. We were the forgotten ones. And there was no advocates. There was nobody to know about the 3-year-old girl whose mom had been murdered. There was nobody to talk to the 4-year-old girl who had been molested in the foster home. There was nobody that could speak to the 5-year-old girl who was adopted into a family that needed a tourniquet and not a Band-Aid. Nobody speak to the 15-year-old girl whose dad put her out the house. Then the 17-year-old girl whose brother died in a car crash, to the 19-year-old who was sitting in prison, going to prison, and they were just like, oh, fucking get rid of her. But what about this little girl that nobody had serviced ever? Nobody thought about her. And I didn't even know she mattered because nobody had ever made her matter. I never knew I was a victim until I was 35 years old. I was a victim of a murder, of my mom being murdered. I never knew that. So my first 6 months, I was like, ball out. We're going to do what? We're going to get drunk. We're going to go get the dope in. We're going to get the money. How are we going to do it? And that was what I came to do because I thought I was never paroling. And then now skip to now, when I look back on that person, I needed to spend a good 15 years here because I was a criminal. Regardless to all the trauma, regardless to what, I was a criminal. I didn't understand that I had value. I didn't understand that I had worth. I didn't understand that I was more than what they had labeled me as. I took their label and I wore it like a badge because I believed them.
Do for love. You tried everything, but you can't give up.
Yeah, we do it for the love. Come on, everybody, let's do it for the love, lady. Come on. We do it for the love, come on. Everybody, let's do it for the love.
But God saw this. He didn't see what the DA saw. He knew that I would be here 20 years later telling them that it's okay. We see you. You're not gonna die in here. We love you. We know that they're not treating you right. We're fighting for you. We want you to have toilet paper and tampons.
Everything that we go through, everything in there, we go through it together. I think that's the biggest thing. We go through it together.
Like men go to war when they go to prison. Women, we have to hold on to our sanity. And we're natural nurturers. It's Christmas. Even if we don't like each other, we all gonna eat up in here. I don't like you right now, but come get this burrito.
Sweet.
It's just what you do. Nobody gets left behind. Like right now, I'm not free. I'm not free till we're all free. Yeah, I'm free, but I couldn't even vote. I'm not even a citizen until I get off parole. I've had to pay about $20,000 in taxes, but I can't vote.